Last time on the Black Gate, I did two things before going off to the meditation retreat to find the last generator. First, I went on a spell buying spree. I bought practically every spell I could from Nistel and Rudium. I had about 5 or more spells to go, but decided to leave that for later. Then, I went back to the Isle of Ambrosia. With my new Dispel field spell, I was able to go ahead and explore that southern cave on the island. Inside was a dangerous mage who we slew with relative ease and a few minor bits of treasure. Overall, kind of disappointed considering how hard it was to find our way inside. Turns out the solution was to cast a time stop spell after the weather spell so we can cast a Dispel field spell on those magical pillars. All that took about 5 or 10 minutes, so I went ahead and entered the meditation retreat where the last generator is located. Thanks to us being a fellowship member, Ian the gatekeeper gave us the key to enter, with a request not to go inside the cave. We completely ignored that, and inside we found an old companion of the Avatar, Gorn. He was here because apparently he's trying to find his god Brahm, who he claims is talking to him inside his head. Unbeknownst to him, that voice is actually the Guardian, who told Gorn to stop talking to us. Since he thinks it's Brahm talking to him, he told us to go away. Further in, we find Uriel Silvermist, a fellowship guard. She basically told us to go away, and when we said no, she tried to kill us, so we slew her in self-defense. A bit past her, we finally locate the generator. With our characters equipped with the Catalyte helmets, the generator defense system did nothing to hurt us. Stepping inside, the Avatar found himself once again alone. Carefully finding his way to the center, we touch the prism and blow up the last generator, cutting off the Guardian's voice from the people of Britannia. We pick up the last prism and put it in our backpack. The Time Lord told us that the cube prism will force the truth out of Fellowship members. What better way to test that than on Batlin himself? I went back to the Fellowship headquarters in Britain, but unfortunately Batlin saw right through us. With a flourish, he basically teleported elsewhere, and even took his whole cake he was munching on with him, which is the biggest disappointment out of this entire encounter for me. Quickly recovering, I went ahead and used the cube on Clog way back in Trinsic. He apparently knew a lot more than he was telling when the Avatar first arrived on Britannia. That also goes for Eleanor and Minnock as well. Other than that, the part basically ended. Greetings and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to some more Ultima VII, the Black Gate. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the game. Our next task is to go to Buccaneer's Den and find out more about Hook, Forskis, ENA, and all that. Likely to have a secret hideout in that area, and thanks to our cube, we can get... oh, wrong bag. We can get information that Fellowship members, the higher branch leaders at least, are withholding from us. But before we go over there, there's a few things I want to do. I want to go back to Batlin's home and unlock that chest. As well as one other thing, we also haven't really explored extra dungeons like Dungeon Shame and Wrong. I don't think I'll explore those because there's not a whole lot going on there. Our characters are rather well equipped right now, though YOLO needs some new crossbow bolts. He's all out. Well, he has this. So, YOLO, why didn't you just equip that between fights, you lazy bum? Here you go. Also, I get a triple crossbow for him for the final dungeon. I should have picked one up and just held on to it at least, but yeah. Other than that, we're not going to explore Wrong or Shame. Because like I said, we are fully decked out, and there's not much, well, there's treasure, but we still have a lot of money, so we have no need for it. That's kind of the downside to this game. Well, I kind of know where a lot of things are, so it's like, yeah, there's not a whole lot of story going on over there. So let's go over to Batlin's home, or rather the Fellowship branch here in Britain. I forgot to pick up this key, and I also forgot to pick up this Fellowship medallion, mine, back from the Castle of Fire. We're going to need that to demonstrate a little trick over at Buccaneer's Den in the House of Games. Yeah, I completely overlooked this, even though it's kind of easy to see. This should open this chest. It does. What's inside? There's a scroll, and some money. It won't fit in the avatar's bag, so Dupre will have to hold on to this. 16 gold. 16? 16. That's a weird number. 16, 3 in a row. What's this say? Once the construction is complete, store the black rock in the hold of the crown jewel. Ah, that is Hook's ship. Now why would a pirate ally himself with the Fellowship? I guess he's just a contract killer. I don't need this chest, and that's basically all that's here. I suppose you can make this your home, but the Fellowship members still come here at night, which is kind of funny. Now, Batlin has no need of this. Let's just rob... Oh, there's no money in it. What the deuce? I usually don't steal, but there you go. This need not be on either. That's weird. Okay, one more area, then we can go over to Buccaneer's Den. So on the way here, YOLO did not seem to want to even use the crossbow. I have no idea why. Because he has the crossbow bolts equipped, but he switched back to the magical axe. Maybe it's bugged in some way. So I'll probably toss these and give him some new crossbow bolts from the store. We are here, and for the first time you'll see how this flying carpet works. So... we'll see if it works so the rats don't interrupt us. Not a place to be putting enemies. So, well, you played this before, you probably know how it works. You just double click on it. And in the air you go. Now I want to go here. There's something here. If we can land here, that'd be great. Looks like we can. We are on the island. This little island right here. There's something here. I don't know if you notice it. That's a chest. Do we have the key? We do for some reason. I wonder what key that used. We got a poisonous dagger and some magical greaves. Who can wear that? Probably not YOLO. Shamino. There you go. And I'll get rid of YOLO's crossbow bolts. And I'll be sure to buy some new ones soon. Like that. Now, does anyone else need magical armor? All we need is a great helm, magical, for Shamino. If you don't fully explore this game, you have a party of 8, it's going to be a little hard to outfit all your characters with magical armor. You just have to know where everything is, and I can't remember where everything is. But other than that, that's about it. I wanted to see what's in this chest. Just some... just magical greaves. This is the first time I came here. There's an interactive map on the internet where it shows you what kind of stuff you can get. It lists NPCs, dungeons, secret areas, points of interest. Pretty cool. And just in case, I'm not going to use this flying carpet. I want it off this island. So everybody sit down, please. That'd be great. I always thought this thing was silly to use, but no more sillier than the ship with its seats on it. Because if I teleport from that island, you will not be able to get that flying carpet again. So I mentioned I was not going to explore Shame or the dungeon wrong. I do want to see the eastern side of Despise. That won't be in this part. It'll probably be before the final dungeon. Because we got plenty of money. I also want to go ahead and enchant these magical arrows for Shamino, just because I feel like it. And also buy some more ammunition. Where is it? It's level 2. I thought it was level 3 for some reason. There you go, Shamino. Equip these. And you're not as picky as YOLO when it comes to ammunition, thankfully. And here I can buy a triple crossbow too, I believe. We have a lot of money, so let's spend it. We got almost every spell that we need. We got 4,100 gold. And YOLO, take this key back. Make me buy some more ammunition. And why is Coop hiding behind the display case? He doesn't want to do his job. So let's buy some stuff. I like to buy some bolts. 30 for a dozen. Yeah, I'll buy. So that's 1 dozen, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 10. See how much that is. Yes, I do. I'd like to buy a triple crossbow, please. 400 gold. Sure. Not for now. Let's see. It went in the avatars thing. 100 bolts, and he has more in here, right? 120, that ought to do it. YOLO, hold on to this. And hopefully he won't auto-equip that. That's going to be for special occasions. Right there. And let's go ahead and enchant these. The screen gets quickly cluttered when you open a bunch of stuff at once. And my awkwardness in managing these is very apparent. I believe these do +4 damage when you enchant them. Very much worth doing. Here you go, YOLO. Do not switch to anything. The triple crossbow really eats ammunition. So you, I don't usually use it throughout the entire game. But we're done here. Now, how many parts has it been since we've been here? Buck's Den is holding a secret, but thanks to our cube, and before I forget, I gotta equip the Fellowship Medallion. It's gonna be not important. I don't think it's required to continue with the story, but it is required if you want to make a lot of money in the House of Games casino, which is just right around this corner, I believe. Oh, dog, how you doing? And right on time, too. It's almost 6 in the evening. That means this place is open. So how this works is, before I continue on with the story, if you saw my review, you know what I'm going to do. I like to use this game here. This is the rat race. I will save. I'm not going to take advantage of this little exploit, but what you want to do is just, with the Fellowship Medallion, I don't think you need to talk to anyone to trigger this. Let me try. Let's just try this. I think this will work. Fellowship members get... Actually, let's talk to, Mr. Hook. The cube vibrates a moment. We'll click on that while we're here. Yes, I know Hook very well. He lives beneath the House of Games. Talk to Syntag. He can direct thee. Oh, thank you. Job? You know, I think the Mr. FPGA device, that emulation device... Oh, I already did the thing here. Ah, thou art a Fellowship member, here we go. Thou wilt surely find thy reward at these tables. Gordy winks and nudges you, then guffaws loudly. Skill? He gestures towards your Fellowship Medallion. Thou shouldst not have any problem. He winks and wiggles his eyebrows. That's a funny descriptor. House of Games. 6 years ago, tracks all people, and it's very profitable. I'm gonna leave. I just want to see what they say in regards to that book. What you gotta do is just place all your money, well, 100 per on each rat here. 100 each. Double click. Very slowly. But went on lane 4, so how much do we get from this? We spent 400 gold on betting, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just keep putting 100 on each rat here over and over again, and you'll be able to fill an entire chest worth of money. It is, it's an exploit for sure. Don't really need to use it unless you wanted to, you know, not explore at all. You do get plenty of money. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I only took advantage of this one time a long time ago. I like to go ahead and just fight dragons in Destard and just exchange gemstones with Sean back in Britain. But you can totally do this if you like. But yeah, a little bit of a skip ahead. Just do that over and over again, you'll have mounds of gold. Like I said, it is cheating, so I'm just going to reload, and I'll take advantage of that. Like I said, I'm pretty old-fashioned. I like to just go ahead and fight dragons and Destard for money, or just simply explore the entire world and loot from chests, find some gold bars, find hidden areas and all that. We're not here to find money. You're not a material person. Well, the Avatar isn't. I'm here to find Hook. So let's talk to Syntag. Hook. The cube vibrates as Syntag speaks. Hook lives in the cavern behind the House of Games. There's a locked door from the gaming room which leads there. I have the key. There's also a secret door in Gordy's office which Hook uses to get home. Can I have the key? Dost thou want the key? Yes, please. Here it is. Ah, thanks. If you just ask nicely, he'll give you whatever you want. Syntag grunts. And we'll get that key to YOLO, of course. Takes forever to open all these. I just realized something. I don't want to go in there just yet. I want to go to the Fellowship Hall. Forgot to mention with the House of Games that you don't have to do the rat race, so that's the most simple one. I actually never really played the other games, but I'm gonna talk to what's-his-face again? Denag. Hook. The cube vibrates. Man with a hook? That's his name. Hook. He lives here on the island. In fact, his quarters are in the secret catacombs behind the House of Games. Thou canst reach it by asking Syntag the guard about Hook. Of course, thou dost know that Hook is the Fellowship's chief executioner, along with his assistant, the Gargoyle, Fourskis. What can you tell me about Fourskis? I understand the Gargoyle's name means henchman in Gargish. He's a tough, wingless gargoyle who helps Hook out. I believe he resides in the catacombs with Hook. Okay, executioner then. That's right, Hook does all the dirty work for the Fellowship. He was trained by Master Desnell in Jalome. Desnell trained all the previous executioners as well. In fact, Desnell himself was the Fellowship's first executioner. Ah, okay. We killed him. EA. They usually travel together. They just arrived from our meditation retreat near Serpent's Hold, and I believe they are somewhere on the island. Abraham told me I must keep working as interim branch leader until his return. The cube vibrates. Actually, I believe they're on their way to the Isle of the Avatar. My goodness. Take care of our new special project. Bye. Farewell. And that's all the information Denag can tell us thanks to the cube. You may notice something here. You just walk this way, but you can't go through this secret wall unless you have telekinesis. Let's just go through the direct way back at the House of Games. You can totally just come here early too, by the way, if you know where it is, or you just basically explore. But we got the key. And I like to follow the story. Let's see what these catacombs have in store for us. Let's lock the door behind us so nobody follows us. Not like they would. I just like to roleplay a little bit. Oh yeah, these are definitely catacombs. These are definitely rooms here. You even got a window here. That's nice. Kind of bare, though. Can I open this chest? Yes, we can. We got a key and 2 scrolls. Let's read them. Crown Jewel. Sunrise tomorrow. Sail for the Isle of the Avatar. And this one says... It's a hit list. Finster Britain. Dead. We heard about him. Duncan from Buccaneer's Den. Dead. Christopher Trinsic is dead. Frederico and Tanya, the Gypsies of Minnock. Dead. Alagnar dead. Lord British, Britain is next, and so am I. Reuben, the Avatar. Good luck trying to kill Lord British. You're not going to be able to do it unless they know about the plaque above his courtyard door. I'm going to take these, just because I can. I'm going to store that back at the Castle of Fire. This key is also important. I will take it. This must be whose room? This must be the Hook's room. He's got a Juggernaut hammer. That's funny. Lockpick, boots. That I have no need for. 10 of them? Okay. It just showed 1. That's weird. Anything in the dresser? Oh, I got a key. I'll take that. And we have what we came for. I'm going to continue exploring. There's another secret passage here. I'm going to save, because this might be... I have a bad feeling, too. as yellow said. I don't know where this leads. In fact, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I haven't finished exploring Hook's and Forsky's quarters. It's a good hiding spot. No one's gonna find him here. Except us, because we're very sleuthish. This must be Forsky's. Rather Spartan room. Spartan living arrangements. I'm jealous. Let's put that there. Some gold. And that is gargoyle jewelry and a cot. Not a whole lot. Okay, let's go this way. I can't remember the layout to this place at all. It's been a while. I know there's one other area with 3 NPCs that we need to talk to. And I'm walking really slowly. There must be creatures nearby. Oh, that is a creeper, whatever it is. It's a tentacle monster. Well, thank goodness this is not a hentai game or anything like that, so let's just move on. These are long tunnels, long stretch. I hope I'm going the right way. I feel like there's going to be a trap nearby. Up, bag. With the gold nuggets that I will take. And how many lockpicks are these? That's just one. That graphic earlier with that last lockpick in Hook's room was a little odd to me. I'm not going to grab the bag. I'm going to go up here. These caves, dungeon exploration is not my favorite. It's not terrible or anything. You just don't know. Developers put some weird stuff in it. Like traps, teleportations, and all that. Ah, hello here. However, nobody can wear this. So, not very helpful. I'm not actually going to skip all this. I don't think I want to take it, but I'm tempted to. I keep saying that, and I take it anyway, so bear with me. That won't fit. Neither will that. There we go. That's going to be stored back at the Castle of Fire. You know, just in case I want to recruit someone else, which I won't. Everyone's at a very high level. Everyone's level 8 except for Dupre and Yana. So Yana is in the lead ahead of Dupre. It's funny. After Dupre, let's go back to where we started. Swords and shields they lag behind when it comes to damage and stuff in Ultima VII, even in the second game. We can go through there. And I think there's a path down south. I'm not closing these doors because this is not my home. Do I go south? Or do I go that way? I think I will go this way. Why? Because I'm just going with my gut here. There's a tree in here. It takes me back to Ultima Underworld 2. A tree in the sewers. A tree enemy. And that tree enemy was tough. It hid a very powerful weapon. The jeweled sword, if I remember correctly. Great if you're going for a sword playthrough, which is what we all do. That takes me back to the Fellowship area. The Fellowship branch. If I remember correctly, there's not much up here. This is just another blood. That might be a clue. Blood here too. Maybe there's a trap nearby. Or an enemy. But thankfully we have restoration, so we should be fine. Those are caltrops. Invisible. But we can still pick them up. So I'll move these so we don't get hurt. There's probably some hidden behind the walls that we thankfully didn't walk over. Better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, if I remember correctly, there's not a whole lot up here. I do like to explore as much as I can. I mentioned this in the last part or two that when you replay a game like this one or something like a Baldur's Gate 1, you just sort of beeline for areas where quests are and where items are. And you ignore the rest. It's kind of a natural thing to do. Ah, okay, this is kind of the right way. Not kind of, it is the right way. There's a guy here. Who was that? To the death? Trying to fight us? With your bare hands. I'll at you. He had no chance at all. Very, very brave dude. Cut off his leg, too. He's got nothing, just leather armor. What was he thinking? And what's down here? Some treasure. Ah, I know where this is. Yeah, I'll take that. And it looks like Yellow's not switching to his triple crossbow. That's good. I also need to remember to give Spark the musket from the Castle of Fire. Well, maybe not. The Death Scythe he's too good with. I'll give it to Yana. Even though she's... Actually, that's not a good idea. She's got, well, she's got okay combat. Better than before. Let's take this food. What else do we have here? We got, ammunition. Just a little bit, but I'll take it. You never know. That arrow can find its way to Batlin's gullet. Lockpick. Yeah, I'll take that. And a rock, which I won't take. Some more food. This is a food too. That's an onion, I think. No, those are leeks. That won't fit. What the deuce? Spark, carry all this and don't eat it. Those are oil flasks, I believe. Don't need that. Can I close that? I keep doing that, sorry. Bag, a kitchen knife, invisibility potion. That's it. Now this leads you to the baths. This is the treasure room. You know what? This place is a place of ill repute. It's built off of criminal elements. That means this gold is better off in our hands. I'm gonna take all of it. I don't think our companions will mind at all. Can I go there? Yes, it can. Do. Alright, it's all the gold. Dupre. Take all these gold nuggets, gemstones. Gleno's, the owner, is not going to be pretty happy that we're taking all his stuff. He's not even gonna know who did it. But like I said, it's better in our hands. Also, there's something underneath here, this helmet. That is a sword of defense. We don't need it. We're just gonna leave. You'll never guess who took it. At all. Criminals don't deserve any money. We deserve money, and this place looks rather evil. It's a torture room. We got stretchers, we got this cage, Iron Maidens, guillotine, stocks, and, that's a troll, and 2 prisoners. Let's talk to all of them. The second talking troll in the game. The troll snarls at you. Obviously displeased at your presence. He's got a fellowship medallion. Name? I Grodd. Why you want know? His voice unhappy. No? Good. I do my job good. He's talking about the Guardian. What's your job? I torture prisoners, he says, thumping his chest proudly. Spark's eyes light up. Torture? Wow. He quickly looks at you and changes expressions. I mean, that is very awful. Spark? Why? Want to help? Not particularly. You make funny joke. Go ahead. Torture. We're not gonna do that, sir. What you want? What can you tell me about the Fellowship? Yes, he nods. I belong too. I strive for unity. I be worthy for my reward. And I trust my brother. He smiles, obviously pleased with himself. Strive, tell me about that. You don't know? He frowns. You should learn before the voids become angry. He's already angry. Okay, bye. Come back and visit Grodd. Hear victims squeal. Let's talk to some of our prisoners here. Not our prisoners, but his prisoners. Note the avatar tunic right here. The man in the prison greets you with a rather large smile. That is large. Kind of reminds me of someone. Name. I'm Sullivan, my lord, he says pleasantly. Who wouldst thou be? My name is Reuben. Pleased to meet thee, Reuben. He moves his hand to shake yours, but is prevented by the bars. Ah, well, sorry, my lord. Consider thyself well shaken. Job? Well, in all honesty, my lord, I have no job, although for a time I was a thieving scoundrel. Well, tell me about those times. Well, until I was caught, I would go from shop to shop all across Britannia, posing as the Avatar. The owners were all too happy to supply me with numerous gifts. Thou truly hast a good life, my lord. Ah, he knows we're the Avatar. Even though we didn't introduce ourselves as the Avatar. As the Avatar. Asking about his taxes, my lord. Okay, taxes. He smiles. The Britannian Tax Council created a tax to raise money for the government. I did not feel like paying them, he shrugs, so I didn't. And of course, he says, grinning, now they often put me on that fine rack. He stretches his neck and peers at the wooden slab. Very fine workmanship, he nods. Indeed, that is by far the best rack I have ever seen. Well, tell me about racks. Is not that the finest rack thou hast ever seen? Exquisite workmanship. Beautiful detail. Okay, gifts. Oh, just anything I asked for. Weapons, armor, provisions, spells. Of course, I had no real use for the spells, but it was nice to acquire them for free. Regardless. Well, lucky you. We had to pay for them. Fellowship. 'Tis truly a fantastic group of people, my lord. We spread guidance and prosperity to the people who reside in our fair land. Of course, at the moment, my fellow members are a bit displeased with me. That's a bit of an understatement. How so? Well, apparently I hadn't striven hard enough to be deserving of the loan I acquired from the money box upstairs. Loan? Well, I was going to return the money eventually. I just needed to win more in the games. But you're a fellowship member, are you not? You can just bet on each rat, full stack, and you'll get a profit every single time. Deserving. As best he can, he leans toward you. For perhaps the first time in his entire life, he turns somber. Actually, deserve is a relative term. I finally realized being on the racks for many hours during the day leaves time for quite a number of realizations. The true nature of the Fellowship, Batlin and Abraham and Danag, they are all in error. They all are in error. When the Guardian makes his appearance here in Britannia, I have no doubt he will simply eliminate everyone, including the Fellowship leaders. The smile returns. That is why I decided to get everything out of the Fellowship and Britannia now, before we are all killed. That's probably one bit of heroic deed he has done despite being a master thief. But don't be fooled, he is a thief. In the end. I feel like that's a callback to, because before Ultima IV there was a class called Thief. So they're still around. Well, probably not. The Fellowship teaches people to follow their leaders like sheep. Canst thou think of a better guidance? Prosperity? When a member behaves properly and follows directions and so forth, he, or she, can hear the inner voice that teaches one how to win at the games. 'Tis the very reason I joined, he grins broadly. Smart. However, I have yet to hear the voice. Bye. Pleasant days, my lord. See thee soon in the surface world. He's rather cheerful for someone who's being tortured daily. Let's talk to this guy. You're greeted by a man with a sour expression. Name? I, he says, scratching his nose, am Anton. Not that thou wouldst be concerned with me, unless of course thou art about to put me in the stocks. Be polite, Anton. I am sure my lord is truly interested in thy name. Stocks? I am being held here for spying, my lord. 'Tis a false accusation, but they will likely kill me anyway. And who are they? We know who they are, but we'll ask them anyways. Why the Fellowship, my lord? Concerned. Well, so few people are, really. Spying? What were you spying? What'd you find, I mean? To think I would seek information for any reason other than to enhance myself with knowledge is more than preposterous. It is ludicrous, is what it is. False? Well, I am certainly not guilty of such an act. What can you tell me about the Fellowship, even though we know quite a lot about them already? Why, they are a wonderful group of people who are constantly seeking to bring health, happiness, and spirituality to the people of Britannia. Is that it? Job. For some reason I thought I chose that, though that's pretty common with my Let's Plays, this Let's Play series. What kind of bloody stupid question is that? I am in the prison. What kind of job could I possibly have? Yeah, stupid question. Relax, Anton. I am sure that thou wilt have a job again soon enough. He turns to you. He was apprenticed to the sage Alagner, who bade him find out information about the Fellowship. Silence, fool. They will slay me for sure now. He looks at you with despair. Hast thou already forgotten, dear Anton? Thou didst divulge that information to them some time ago. I did? He nods. Anton turns to the troll. I did? The troll nods. Oh, well then, carry on. As I was saying, his instructor sent him to observe the Fellowship. Of course, he was discovered and brought here for torturing. He turns back to Anton. Never fear, however, Anton, 'twill be no time before thou art free again, able to return to thy tutor, Alagner, and resume thy studies, he says, smiling. Unfortunately, he passed away. Brutally. He is a sage who resides in Nubigencia, perhaps the most learned man in all Britannia, and now, he sighs, I will no longer have the opportunity to glean knowledge from his voluminous body of wisdom, excuse me. Aye. Do not hurry too much, my lord, for the world as we know it will soon be no more. Not if I have anything to say about it. Let's kill this troll. Have at you. And loot him. He's got whip, fellowship medallion, and 2 keys. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna go ahead and free Sullivan. I think he was actually serious about stopping the Guardian there. Kind of. Better in his hands than the Fellowship, so you are free, and you are free. You can kill Sullivan here if you like, but we're not a murderer. It was very kind of thee to release me from my cell. I should now return to my former life. Good day. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea, but it's too late to change courses right now. I thank thee, my lord. Truly thou possesseth great honor. I hope one day to be able to repay thee for thy kindness. You are very much welcome. Can I actually just relock him in? The man in the prison greets you with a rather large smile. Bye. So you can leave him in there, but we'd be killing him. So what's worse? Killing by criminal neglect, or setting him free into the world to commit more crimes? I don't think either option is very, very good, but I feel like the Avatar thing to do is to basically leave him there to die, so let's leave him be. Who cares? Let's go. Oh, I know this area. This area is special. Ah, Shamino. This is for you. Now everyone is decked out to the brim. Pretty cool. Let's click out of all of that. Fire Doom Staff, we don't need that though. Now how do we get out of here? Usually there's a dragon in here, I believe. Unless I'm confusing it for something else. There we go. Now where am I? Let's save and go back. This leads me back to the torture hall. Yes, it does. Okay, we are done here. Did Anton leave? No, he's still in his cell. I'm not releasing Sullivan. I know, he's gonna die, but who cares? So, oh, okay, well, if you're just gonna commit more crimes, I'm just gonna leave you in the cell. Corpses. What were they fighting in the past? Nothing on them. There's enemies nearby, though. I wonder what. I hope not a lich or something. I don't even know what this says. Beware, that probably says... of? Something. Well, we're super brave and powerful, so let's just ignore that sign and just go in. Or some sort of eldritch horror or something. Beyond the Guardian, which would be pretty funny. And now we're faster again. What the heck? We're pretty much done in these caves, by the way. I'm going to explore a little bit more. Ah, spider. Ah, it's you. 2 arms. Rest in peace. Let's go this way. That's definitely, as I was saying, I was going to say a secret wall. And someone's left some potions here that we don't really need. I'll take that, though, even though we don't need it. There. Lightning whip, I don't want that. I'm thinking of releasing one more video this week, just exploring the dungeon. What the heck? What is hitting us? All these slimes. Oh my goodness. Have at you. To the death. They're stuck in the wall, too. Curse thine offspring. They don't have offspring. They're slimes. The companions say the dumbest stuff sometimes. Come on, attack the southern ones, guys, not the ones in the wall. Oh, the combat in this game. Definitely not a strong suit. It ranges from people absolutely hating it and getting really bugged about it, or me, I'm kind of sort of neutral on it. You just fight the enemy, whoever has the best weapons and armor and skills, stats, wins the game. But other than that, we're pretty much done with these caves. I'm not going to explore any more of it. I think next we're going to go to somewhere. Headless, or as Lone Wanderer likes to call them, pantsless ones. You can see their butts. It's gross. And also, what do they eat? Like I said, they don't have mouths. They don't have orifices. Except their rear ends. But they have no treasure or anything either. What the heck? What is this? Nothing on that. What was that? Dragon? It's something.
More Avatar. More Avatar.
Shut up, Guardian. This isn't a fair fight. It's a lich! Oh my goodness. It's a lich. Arcadian, help. Help me. Kill that lich, though it's already dead. The sword recoils in something akin to horror. That creature is beyond even my power. I suggest that thou hackest it to bits, if possible. Then burn the pieces, Arcadian offers helpfully. Arcadian, you suck. You are not very helpful. Sometimes you are, but not now. Okay, he's not casting Deathbolt, which is what he cast on Dupre. So, just have at you. He's dangerous, liches, because they can cast Deathbolt. If they cast on the Avatar, you quote-unquote die and wake up the Fellowship shelter. Thankfully, we have the Resurrect spell. Just come back from life, Dupre. Save. Unlock this door. It's Lich's laboratory. Close that. Lich's bed. Reagents. Absolutely marvelous. Well, 1. That's 4 garlic. 12 mandrake roots. 9 black pearls. I'm not going to grab the wand, nor these. Yana. Give me that. Give me this. As I was saying, I was going to probably release a video, an extra one this week, exploring Eastern Despise and just sort of catching up with things I wanted to do before entering the final dungeon. In fact, I think there's only 2 parts of this game left, now that I think about it. Probably. No reason to rush unless someone wants to see. Oh! Unless someone wants to see all the dungeons or something like that. Let's heal up. That's a very powerful spell, I love it. Now hopefully when I go north, that lich won't pop up again. They're the most dangerous creatures in the game. Not even Arcadian can take out liches. I mentioned that in the review, actually. Who's that? Fellowship member got caught by a lich. Oh, poor you. I feel so bad for you. Let's go back to where we started after finding this headless. 2 of them. How about you? Dupre, grab these for me, please. Oh my goodness. We gotta exchange all this for money, even though I don't really need the money. So 2 things before we go to the final dungeon, which won't be in this part. I want to explore Eastern Despise. There's an NPC there that I want to meet. Hopefully I can meet the NPC in U, near Destard, that I've been trying to find, but not a priority. And also I wanted to... Oh, I can't even remember right now. I want to do those things before entering the final dungeon at least. Let's go this way. Let's do a bit more exploration, shall we? This part's still kind of young. I think with editing... it's at 54 minutes right now for me. The last part I played for, honestly, an hour and 10 minutes, I believe. And it came out to 40 minutes, I believe. That was just how much backtracking was cut out. So I think this is going to be about the same for, you know, this part. But yeah, Eastern Despise, there's one NPC there I want to talk to. I also want to buy some extra spells. We got 5 spells left. Just to fill out the spell book. And we'll be ready to go to take on the final dungeon. So I'm imagining 2 or 3 more parts. Oh, what the deuce? Ah, dragon! Arcadian, you can take out dragons. Yep, do your thing. And we'll take the gemstones, because why not? Not like we need a lot of money now. We got plenty to buy the rest of the spells in the game. And how do I get out of here? I'm hoping I can keep going this way, because that teleportation... There we go. My goodness. Okay. Now, we didn't explore... But down there is the baths, right? Not going to go that way. Let's go back over here. And explore this way? That's a dead end. We came from this way. I haven't explored this part, because I decided to go, what the heck? Oh, it's a short area. Well, just like memories of ambrosia flowing through my head, we gotta dispel these thingamajigs, these fields. Eat up magic that... Oh, can I just walk past this? Yes, I can. Can I open these with a key? Yes, I can. Gemstone. Don't need that. Those are daggers and some money. Not a whole lot. I took damage for this. That better be 100. No, it's 45. Dupre. Take all this. And let's get out of here. I'm going back to the ship. Screw this place. Alright, ship at Britain. All the shopkeepers are in bed or at this fellowship meeting. I'm gonna go back to the Castle of Fire. Because we are hurt really, really badly. Hopefully our health will go all the way up to maximum after taking a nap or a sleep throughout the night. So I gotta dump some stuff. Yeah, so close to finishing the game. It's been like 5 months. I thought it would take longer, actually. Alright, Avatar, put these scrolls away. Go in there. And what else? The Fellowship Medallion can go away too. I have no need for that. If we do, I'll just come back for it. I don't think we need it anymore. We also don't need the Imp Whistle, nor the Ethereal Ring. Keep the wand, you're gonna need that. I also forgot that the game does tell you that you need the wand to destroy the Black Gate. For some reason, I always forget. Time Lord does tell you that you need to find an item that can destroy Blackrock. Well, this does destroy Blackrock. This doesn't do anything. It's supposed to be almost aligned right now. The closer you get to the end of the game, but it doesn't. Alright, Dupre. Put all that armor we got away. And one, there it is. And that should be it. And don't forget the musket, wherever it is. I can never forget where I put this stuff. Spark. Actually, you know what? Just keep the Death Scythe. I don't think I'm gonna play with the musket after all. So, forget about it. YOLO will play with the triple crossbow. And do we have enough ammunition for the final dungeon? I think we do. But other than that, I'm going to bed night-night. I think 12 hours ought to do it. There we go. And look, maximum health. Love to see it. However, everyone's probably hungry, right? Yep. Everyone is hungry. Let's feed them. Burp. Ah, yes, much better. Yana is still hungry. Shamino's full. I'll soon be plump. There we go. How much food do we have left? We got that left. That'll be enough. Let's go back to Britain. No, 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 no. Yeah, we don't need any, whole lot of money to get spells. I'll probably do that in the next part. I'm gonna exchange all these, nuggets. 110, that's a respectable amount. Sean, how you doing? I'm here to give you some gems. Not give you, I want to sell them for a lot of money. 14. Lovely. Now did all that go in my bag? Where did you put it? Yeah, you put it right there, didn't you? This won't fit, right? It will fit. All of them? All of them, perfect. Now we currently have 4,325 gold. I'm gonna buy another dozen of arrows and crossbow bolts just in case. Because you never know. Hello, Coop, how you doing? I'd like to buy some bolts. 10 is fine. And I'd like to buy some arrows. 25 for a dozen. 10 of that is fine. And that is all. Thank you very much. Now, how much money do we have now? 3,775. Let's put all this on the ground. And don't forget about Shamino's little dozen here. Not dozen, half a dozen. I'm gonna enchant these. Bolts, arrows? No, I got enough bolts and arrows for now. 84 right there. Let's put 16 there. Just max it out a little bit. And yellow can have the rest. How much is... Oh, too heavy. Too heavy? What the heck? Well, I guess someone else is going to have to carry it. Can Shamino carry it? Well, he's got a lot. Here you go, hold that, and you can have these arrows. And that as well. That's 26. I guess just put this here. We can. He's got 100, 200 arrows, and Shamino YOLO has 100 right there. 200. That's too heavy. Duper, can you carry these? Probably not in there. 120. About 200. There we go. There we go. Not gonna end the part just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and buy those spells before I forget, just to get ready for the next part. Mariah, you're still wearing those rags. Did you forget how to shower? Or change clothes? Let's see what kind of spell she has. Probably no reason to skip through like last time. Now, what did I not buy? I think I have all of these. Let's just look at our spell book. So, first level. Yeah, we already have all those. We need a level 2 spell. So let's see what she has. Second. Ah, we don't have Wizard Eye, don't we? We do not. So we got a level 2 spell. All of them. Third level. Heal. Oh, we don't have Peer. So that's good. We got that. All 4th, no 5th. 5th, Invisibility, Charm, Fire Field. I don't think we have Fire Field, do we? We do have Fire Field. I think we have Dance, Invisibility, and Charm, but I'm gonna try to... Yeah, we already have that. We have all that. Wonderful. There's one more mage in Vesper we can go to. Let's see 6th spell. I like how it's all spread out between mages, instead of being able to buy all the spells from one mage. That encourages exploration, so that's not so bad. I think we have Clone and Sleep Field. I think we have all these, but just in case. I just forget really easily. So many options, even though I don't really use them. I'm just getting these for completionist purposes. Yeah, we already have all those, unfortunately. 7 and 8. So we need 1, 2, and 3 spells left. Look, a mouse. It's not Sherry, just a random mouse. I haven't been to Vesper in quite a long time. This place of separated races and all that. But there's a gargoyle here who's a mage. And he's probably feeling pretty good right now because the ether... I want to talk to you, Dupre. I meant to close the door. The ether is probably... Well, he's not messed up, let me say that. Yes, his name is Whisser. And he's friendlier now. To offer welcome for you, human, says Whisser. Name. His name means wise son. I like the glasses, the spectacles. Job? To sell magic to others. Others. To be familiar with only the other gargoyles in Vesper. To tell you to ask Ansicart, who knows all other gargoyles here. To tell you about one of the following. We already talked to Ansel, whatever. Tell him about Orvidlim. To be a provisioner in Vesper. Laplim? He's a miner. Forlim? Assorted duties for town. Good strong worker. Amnivis is a miner for BMC. Magic. I'm interested in your spells. First. We don't have Great Ignite, I don't think. Excellent. What else do we need? So we got first level. We need 5th. Oh, nope. Don't sleep on the cot. Avatar, did not mean to click on that. 5th. Mass sleep, explosion, dispel field, and fire field. I don't think we have this. To agree. That is it. We got every single spell in the game. First circle, right here. Second. Third. 4th. 5th. I spoke too soon. We're missing the 6th circle. What do you have? I hope you have this, Whisser. Otherwise, I'll be a little disappointed. We don't have Tremor, I don't believe. Reminds me of the movie Tremors with Kevin Bacon and that one guy. Let's do this again. So, first level, 2nd circle, not level, circle. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. We can cast every single spell in the game with 100% success. And we do have plenty of reagents. Well, we have 38 at the lowest. Some consume all of them, some just a few of them. But we are ready to go for the final dungeon and the next part. In the next part, I'm going to explore Eastern Despise, if I can find it, and just sort of catch up on things that I've been meaning to do.